Movies and Martinis celebrates women and diversity in the entertainment world
by ranking trending movies, shows, and books
with two completely different perspectives and ranked by delicious martinis.
Listen to find out how many martinis we felt it was worth.
And learn about the women who have written, performed, and/or directed in everything we have rated.
A new episode is available every Thursday on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy. Hey, Priya. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. Excited that finally October is here.
I know. Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, cheers to you. I'm
Wait,
hydrating.
I should cheers first. Yeah. Cheers.
Mm.
Yes, it is October. It's Spooktober. All the good horror movies are out, psychological thrillers, and fall leaves, pumpkin spice. It's like, I was just
all the good stuff.
I was just complaining to my son, it's gonna go by so fast. So we gotta like suck up every ounce of this month.
I agree with you, but isn't every month so beautiful? Because every single one has its own beauty.
Yeah, it has its own vibe, but
yeah, I mean, I know I get all the beautiful pumpkins and the leaves and all the great stuff, but then Christmas comes and everything is crisp and everything is like peppermint and chocolate, and I love Christmas. It's gonna be beautiful, Priya. Come on, stay with me. And then after that, you have winter and the cold and the snow, and that's beautiful. And then spring, when everything springs and all the beautiful flowers and butterflies, and it's beautiful. And then it's summertime and it smells like suntan lotion and coconut and all that yummy stuff.
Okay, when you live in New York City full time, it's not the same. It's not the same at all as all the descriptions you're giving.
Because maybe you need to visit Tennessee a little more often and you'll get all 4 seasons.
Because it's crazy during the winter, during the holidays. Forget it. Going into Midtown, forget that. A whole bunch of tourists, you can't get through anything. It's just so crowded. Then in the winter, you also have shoveling, and you have slush and dirty snow and smelly stuff, and just, is that poo or pee on this stuff? What is that? And you got wet socks and like, it's the worst. It is the worst. And then if the train car doesn't have heating, that sucks.
Oh my God, that's gotta smell and freeze and yuck.
And then summers in New York City is just like, it's humid and sweaty, and just, if the AC is not working on the train car, forget that. And the smells are just like extra.
So to our listeners, here is life. Yeah. This is real life. You get good and bad, the great and the ugly, and it's life, right? Everything is good and bad.
Yeah, maybe I should just move to Tennessee with you. I'll come live with you.
Get over here. You know you're welcome here. Okay. Yeah, we got plenty of space for everybody. Even Wade, we're all good. Yeah, all good. Come on over.
Okay, I digress. We digress because today's episode is October Open Bar.
Yes, and so full disclosure, we have spoiler alerts. We hope not to kill anything for you, but we're just really going to talk a little bit about what we've already watched. Again, spoiler alerts on anything we watch, but we'll tell you ahead of time. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up and what we're excited about.
Yes.
So, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Go for it.
So, this past month, I watched Transformers 1. It is like the origin story of the whole Transformers saga. It's animation, and it was so good, guys.
Was it like a prequel?
It's like the prequel. It's like all the robots, all the Transformers on the planet that they originated from when they were young teenagers, and how they turned into the characters that we see in all the big movies. It was so good. And it was
in our world, that would be character building.
Yes. Character arc.
Yes, I love that.
We also saw Beetlejuice. So
I watched it.
I know we did a review on it. It's coming out. You guys, wait.
No.
Did we do a review on it? I don't remember.
No, we didn't. I haven't spoken to you about Beetlejuice. We totally have to do Beetlejuice.
Oh, it was so good. It was
so good.
It was nostalgic. And
oh my God, and that playlist.
Yes.
What?
The playlist was so good. Yep.
So
Yep.
I heard so many people talk about, did you like the first one or the second one better? And I'm curious, how did you feel about it?
I mean, you gotta say the first one because that's the original.
I disagree.
Really?
I love the plot in the second one. That mother-daughter whole plot
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't know. I just
Oh,
well, I mean the first one was beautiful too with Gina Davis and the whole, they're
yeah.
stuck up there and the romance between them. But I love the second one so much more.
Really? Okay, so I love the first one because of the nostalgia and because all the original stuff, all, the original
It was a
vibe.
classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's like you were making Goonies. Remember Goonies?
Right, right.
You
Yeah,
were
of course.
made Goonies, it totally would not be the same. If you
Right.
were made like, Dirty Dancing, which they did, it's totally not the same. It's not the
No,
same
right.
vibe. Now Beetlejuice 2 was good,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like you could ever replace an original classic that was such a big hit. Like I feel
You
like,
just love and the plot is so completely different.
yeah, it's
So it
completely
was they
different.
stand there's like standalone books,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right? It's
absolutely.
not a sequel.
Yep.
So maybe
Yep.
we look at it that way. They're both excellent.
Yes, both excellent,
Okay,
definitely.
good.
I also saw Uglies. It's like a divergent, post-apocalyptic movie. It's I guess for younger folks, Gen Zers would be the target audience on Netflix. It was cute, it was fun, it was captivating. Definitely recommend it.
Okay.
The Wild Robot. So it is a huge hit in movie theaters right now. It's based on a book, guys. My daughter
Oh,
actually read the book. She loved it so much, and I heard there's some scenes. So my goal is to see it. My goal is to see it. By time this episode airs, I would have seen it. But I'm so
okay.
excited to watch its animation. Um, what I'm currently watching is Rings of Power on Prime. The second season is out. The last episode would have aired by time you hear this episode, and an episode for the season. It is so good. The last one was like watching a full-on Lord of the Rings movie. It was just so good. Um, I'm also watching From. It's based on a Stephen King book on MGM, and it's a horror slash psychological thriller mystery show. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it, Mercy, if you and Billy want to
Okay.
watch something. And then Agatha All Along from Marvel is out on Disney Plus. And guys, it's not traditional Marvel, but it is so good. Just like the Loki series stood alone, and you got the Archer series, and like you got Scarlet Witch series. Agatha is so good, and it's perfect for Halloween. You gotta watch the show.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So
Writing it
that's what I'm
down.
watching. What are you watching right now?
Well, I finished watching Emily in Paris.
Oh, I've been meaning to check that out.
Loved it, loved it,
Yeah.
loved it. And so it kind of ends with her in Rome. So spoiler alert,
Emily in Rome.
she kind of, yeah, she's in Rome. It ends
Yeah.
in Rome. So it's kind of Emily in Rome by the end, but you're hoping she goes to Paris or not. Excellent. It was great. I loved it. Um, I also watched an old classic just because I was in the airplane and I was looking through movies because I was in an airplane for 10 hours. So I watched Roman Holiday
Oh,
because I've been to Rome a million times. I wanted to know what Roman Holiday was about. So it's
yeah.
a 1953 movie with Audrey Hepburn and Gregory
Oh,
Peck, and
you're
it was
talking
so
real
good.
classic, like
Yeah, like
classic.
black and white old movie.
Uh-huh.
It was beautiful and super cute and short, but like beautifully made. So it was super cute. I also watched Dogs because, I have Bentley. So Dogs special on Netflix was really good. It just talked about the psychology of dogs and the things we
Yeah.
should know and not, whatever. Super cute. And then lastly, I watched Mr. Mercedes. So Mr. Mercedes is by the book from Stephen King. It's
Okay.
a trilogy, right? So there's three books and there's three seasons.
All right.
When that is done, there's a character that comes out during the first, like right in the beginning of Mr. Mercedes. And this is definitely Halloween kind of movie. Even the clown from It shows up here.
Wait,
So
wait.
it's
The character Pennywise shows up, or the actor?
the character, the clown.
Oh,
It's really good.
oh,
Really
snap.
good.
Now
And
I
this is
really got to
old.
check it out.
It's really good. So Mr. Mercedes is again a trilogy. And then there's a character that shows up. Her name is Holly.
Mhm.
And Holly has special needs. You could tell she has a couple of different things that she's trying to deal with. And you fall in love with the character. The character is incredible. Incredible enough that they made a whole trilogy with Holly as the main character.
Mm.
So it's based on her. And the last book called Holly just came out. So
Oh,
it's full circle. So excellent, excellent.
definitely gonna
And
check it out.
yeah, and then again, a spoiler alert, but Mr. Mercedes was inspired by a true event where a lady who's driving a car just randomly drives into a McDonald's drive-through, like a
Uh-huh.
McDonald's um, outdoor area. There's people eating and stuff, and she just rams her car into all the people. It
Ugh.
happened. It was on the news. It really happened
Yeah.
back in, I think, in the early 80s.
Uh,
And Stephen King grabbed that scene in his head and turned it around and then put a psycho guy in a Mercedes, and just that's how the whole show starts.
So wait,
It's
the
like
movie
insane.
it's based on him like ramming through McDonald's?
So no McDonald's. It's just that's where the inspiration came from.
Oh,
So the whole show again, it's a spoiler alert. So it all starts with this psycho guy
yeah.
that steals a Mercedes Benz from a wealthy lady, and
Yeah.
he works like at a Best Buy. He's a techie guy, and he steals this Mercedes Benz, and there's a whole line of people that are at a job fair, and they've been like there overnight waiting to get into like this. It's like a not a stadium, but like a big place, some
Mhm.
kind of a center where they're doing this big job fair. And in that, it has a mom who's there with her newborn baby. She's kind of holding the newborn baby because she needs a job so bad. She can't get a babysitter. The people that are trying to sleep because they're there overnight for the job are annoyed that she has this baby crying and has to change a diaper. And then this guy's help. So you're going through all these different things. And this guy's in the car just sitting there, like revving up his car. And man, he just hits the gas and goes right into that crowd and kills like half of all those people. So there's
Dang.
four, and
Yeah.
you're like, what the
Oh, so
hell?
I'm surprised you watched that because you don't like gore.
I I had to watch it because there were so many connections. First of all, Mr. Mercedes, my name Mercedes.
Uh-huh.
Then it's all based on a retired detective whose name is Bill. I'm
Are
like,
you
come on,
kidding me?
I have to watch this. And then the gore is like in the beginning, it just like it's right there in your face, and you're like,
Uh-huh.
okay, well, that was the worst of it. So then you stay there, and it becomes a mega psychological thriller.
Oh,
It's so good. It was so good. Okay, so enough about that. That took me all this time. Did you ever finish Lady in the Lake?
I didn't.
I didn't
So
either.
I
What's
got
up with that?
busy.
We got to go back to that. That was based on a
I
book.
know, but
Great
I don't know
cast,
if our watchers and our listeners want to even hear about it at this point. It's like,
but I mean,
oh,
I'm curious.
it
Was
was
it?
based on
I
a
don't
book,
know.
right? You just said it was based
Yes.
on a book. So,
Yes. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's so many good things out
I
there, and
mean,
life is short.
what's her face that stars in it? What's her name?
I forgot. I forgot. I see her.
Natalie Portman. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
She was great in that movie,
Yeah.
but I mean the show, but
The show.
I
I know. I
I
don't know
got
why I
busy.
lost interest. I don't know. That's what happens when they come out weekly. Murders in the Building. I'm watching
Yes.
that. That's really good. Have you
What, the
watched this
latest season?
season? Yeah.
Wait, it's out again?
Yes. It's so good. It has so many new people.
Wait, isn't Jack Black in it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think I've seen 3 episodes. So the
Okay.
whole season isn't done, but it is good. You gotta watch
Okay.
it.
So I definitely have to watch that too, because you know what it is? Also, like Lady and Lake kind of situation. We watch a lot of stuff. We consume a lot of books and
Yes.
movies and shows for this podcast.
Yes.
And we read a lot for our personal lives, and we write. So we're consuming a lot.
Yeah, well, because we have to read whatever we have going on with our book club, and then we have to
Yeah.
read all the authors that we interview, all their
Yeah.
books. So yes,
It's not easy to
it's
keep track,
exhausting.
guys.
It's
It's not
exhausting.
easy.
It is exhausting. But yeah.
Okay. So
Tell me what's up.
oh,
What's coming up?
okay, so I know we both had Joker on the list, and we're going to be talking about
Yes.
that. So next week,
Soon.
Yes. So we are recording right after that movie comes out, and we're going to post next week's episode about Joker. So make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be so good.
With Lady Gaga. And,
yes. Jinx.
yeah.
I'm watching for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
And
doing what I'm
Joaquin
watching.
Phoenix isn't insane.
He's really good.
Love him.
Really good
I
actor.
like him.
Yeah. We also have, so Joker's coming out October 4th. Smile 2 is coming out October 18th. So the Smile 1 movie was really good. It's like horror, psychological thriller kind of situation, suspense. And then Venom 3, which is the last of the Venom movies, is coming out October 25th. So it's not absolutely the last. I think they're absorbing it into another universe. I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me, because I usually know the stuff. But Venom is actually one of my favorite characters in comic book lore. So I'm excited about that movie. And that's all I got for coming out.
Oh, well, I know that October 1st has the movie It by Stephen King, coming out again. Old classics, but it's coming. So you can watch it the whole month of October. It also has Halloween, the original, and Scream. So all those are coming out October 1st on Netflix if you guys want to watch it. Those are oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
And then Outer Banks is coming up with its next season on the 10th. And my favorite thing about today's episode, all of everything we've talked about, my favorite thing is that Netflix finally has Sex and the City, the entire thing, from the first show to the last show, every single season, because I get one. Oh, you have no idea. I saw it on HBO like eons ago.
Yeah.
And then I would watch like an episode here, but they would charge you, or people were selling DVDs, and who has a DVD player anymore, right? So
yeah,
I was like, I want to watch it all from beginning to end, because I love doing that with different shows, and I could watch it a couple times, the whole thing. So it just came out, the entire thing right there on a silver plate for me. So I'm excited about that. So that's my noise. I don't know if you need noise when you're doing things in the house.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
you need something.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be my noise, because I've seen all the episodes, but not in a row. So now it's just going to automatically keep playing.
Yeah.
You know, like I used to play Friends, then I did Frasier, then I did Everybody Loves Raymond. So I have like different shows that I've watched from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And I listen to it. And then before I fall asleep, I'll put something while I'm putting my creams, I'm putting my socks, I'm putting my air filter, and
you know who got me hooked? So it's not a movie, obviously, but our girl Heather from Book Club and from The Edge. When I went to visit her in Georgia, she lives in Georgia, guys. She was playing the ambiance stuff on YouTube, the fall ambiance videos. Have you seen those?
I know, she got it from me.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm doing it. We are obsessed to the point that Wade puts it on in the morning. He puts it on, and it's background noise for us. It's like,
you know that Kyle does that now. Kyle and Sam do that every morning for breakfast. It's funny, but I started all that with the old house, my old Tennessee house, because I was living in Tennessee, but I really wanted to live in the city.
Yeah.
So I decorated the whole house like a city. Everything was like velvet and chrome, very city-ish. And then I would play seasonal music in the city. So you would hear like all this music, but you would have it all jazz, but like in a book club or cafe at nighttime in New York City or Boston or Chicago or somewhere. And I remember Heather coming, and I had fall, and it was like the pumpkins and the latte. You see all the smoke on YouTube, like with the music. And she's like, oh, I love that. I'm like, right? It just completes your ambiance. Like, you have the candle burning, and now the music, you get all your senses going, brew the coffee, then taste it. She's like, yep, I'm hooked. So yeah.
See
You're welcome, Priya.
See what you started? Now, and the kids expect it too. So they're like, they walk in the evening from the whole day, and the lights are dimmed, and the YouTube scene is on, and it's spooky, and it's like leaves falling.
Every season has that same ambiance, and it's beautiful. You just play with it on YouTube, and you get so many beautiful things. Yeah, more than your imagination can think of. Yeah,
and it's great for our book writing, because it's just like,
yeah, absolutely.
Cafe, like
I love it. I love it.
All right,
Okay, I think that
guys.
was it. That completes
Yes.
our October open bar. So remember to tune in next week because we're going to be talking about the Joker.
That's gonna be.
Mm,
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be
I
so good.
know. I know.
All
Lady
right.
Gaga's going to kill it.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching and listening to us. Make sure you like, share, follow, subscribe. And what else, Mercy?
We'll see you next week.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. Bye.
Yeah.